Hello guys, today we are going to start learning DQL. Okay, so from today onwards we are going to practice queries. Okay, start practicing the queries. So in the last class what we have learned, we have seen about the overview of SQL statements. What we have learned in that there are 5 type of statements are there. First is DDL, DML, TCL, DCL and DQL. Okay, so we will learn about DQL basics. Okay, DQL means what? Data Query Language. Okay, so what is DQL? It is used to fetch the data from the database. Okay, we need to get the useful information from the database. For that we need a language called DQL. I have given examples. Okay, I want to know the salary of Smith. Okay, let's say employee name Smith, or I want to know the maximum salary. I want to know how many employees are working in department number 10, or I want to know the who is hired before the president. This type of questions if asked, or if I want to know the names of employees who are hired after 81. So for this type of questions we need a language called DQL. Okay, so if advanced question also be asked in the query in the exams or interviews, like I want to know the top 5 employees salary, or I want to know the first 5 records, I want to display the first 5 records only. For this also, everything, for every type of questions, almost 80 to 90% question we need DQL. So in DQL also some subtypes we have seen. What are the subtypes? The subtypes are select, projection, selection, fourth one joins. Okay, so these are the 4 subtypes we are going to see. So in select means what? Select means I am selecting particular thing while purchasing. Okay, so select is means what? Used to display data from database. Okay, simple meaning it is used for displaying. For displaying purpose we need select. Okay, now projection. Projection is used to display the data by selecting columns. Okay, I need to manage the space and time, so that's what I am saying. Listen carefully. Okay, and selection means it is used to display the data from the database by selecting both rows and columns. By selecting both rows and columns. Okay, selection means displaying the data from the database by selecting the both rows and columns. Okay, or you can say by displaying the data from the table, or table table is present in the database. Projection means by selecting only columns. Select is used to display the data from the database. Then what is joins, sir? Joins means it is used to display the data from multiple tables. In the EF code rule I have said that data is stored in multiple tables, not only a single table. Okay, so here used to display data from multiple tables simultaneously. Simultaneously means at the same time. Okay, at the same time we are displaying the data from multiple tables. That is the use of joins. See, I am understanding that nothing is getting in your head for now. It's just for theory, for interview purpose or for exam purpose. I have given the note. Okay, we will learn each concept in depth. No worries. So first of all we are going to start learning projection. Okay, in projection only the use of select clause will come. Okay, no worries. So officially we have started the DQL. So when we will start solving queries, sir? first my flow is I will first explain the content, I will explain the queries, then after that we will execute it. Okay. Execution is important. Before that, understanding is very important. So projection. What was the projection concept? It is used to display the data by selecting only columns. Okay. Suppose a table name is there, employee table. Okay. Now in the employee table, I want to display the employee name column only. So how I can do this? So for this, I need to understand the concept of projection. I don't want to display the entire table, I just want to see the names of employee. So what we have to do? We have to see the concept of projection. Means here by using columns we can get the data. Now here syntax is there. Syntax is very important. Syntax. Syntax is like a weapon. Okay. How to use the weapon. Weapon is given to you. Syntax is like an instruction. It tells how to use the weapon. If you don't know how to use the weapon and I send you to the war, okay, it's like attempting suicide. If you know how to use the weapon, at least a possibility is there that you will survive. You will get a bravery medal while you are alive only. Otherwise, your life matter will get that medal or your family. Syntax of projection is select asterisk or distinct column name or expression alias from table name. Call name is column name I am saying. Okay. Now here two clauses are there. First is select clause is mentioned and from clause is mentioned. Table name. What is the table name here? Employee table. EMP. Okay. So what is asterisk? What is distinct? What is column name? What is expression? What is alias? We will see each one by one. We will complete everything about projection today only. Now here, if you see the square bracket, by default square bracket means optional. Things are not compulsory. Whenever I will put square bracket, it means optional. Whenever required, then we will use. But it's not compulsory every time we should use. So first, what is the role of asterisk? So if I write query like this, select asterisk from, syntax is what? Table name. What is the table name? EMP. Semicolon is just to terminate the, means to show that the query is ended. So if I write this query, select asterisk from EMP, the whole table will get displayed. Okay, the entire table will get displayed. Or you can say entire columns, all columns will get displayed. Indirectly I am saying whole table get displayed only. So that is the role of asterisk, just to display all the columns. So you got an idea on asterisk. But suppose if I want to display the only E name. Okay. So instead of asterisk, I will write E name. Okay. This is how we will write. So I hope you have noted down the syntax. So now let's see how it's working. So question is, write a query to display names of employee in EMP table. Okay. So first of all, what is the syntax? Select. First what we write in the syntax? Select clause we will write. Select. Which column I want? Name column. Here the name column is mentioned as E name. So I will write E name. From clause, from, after the from clause what is there? Table name. What is the table name? EMP. So this is the query, simple query we will write. But how it's working? Okay, suppose now data is there, 101, Akash, salary is $5,000, department number 10, 102, Ram, $7,000, department number 20, 103, Sita, 6.5 thousand, department number 30, 104, Rahul, let's say 6.9k, department number 20 again. Okay, so this is the employee details in the employee table. Now I want to display the name columns. So output I should get ename Akash, Ram, Sita, Rahul. Okay, so how it is internally working? Internally, first from clause is executing. After that, select clause is executing. Select clause execute at the last, means a final display work should be there at the last, except one clause that we will study later. But here for now, select clause will execute at the last. First from clause. Why is a from clause? See, what is the role of from clause? From clause will go to the database. Okay, in database there are tables are there. Okay, multiple tables are there. So what the from clause will do? It will go to the database and it will search for the employee table. In the database, where is my employee table? I am not getting employee table. After getting the employee table, it put under employee table under execution. Execution means under process. Okay. It will go to the database. In database, we search where is my employee table and put the employee table under execution. After the from clause, select clause will execute. Okay, I got the employee table. Now the table which is already under execution. Okay, here it will search for the ename column. I want to display the ename. So it will search whether the each and every column, whether ename name is matching or not. Employee number is equal to ename? No. So it will not match. So it will check the next column. Column by column it will check. Ename is equal to ename? Yes. So will it stop? No. Compiler will check till the last column. Why? It will think that whether any other ename column is there or not. But it will still check. Some might have a question that same column name or duplicate columns are not, I think, are not allowed by the Oracle. Why it is checking till the end? Because of joins concept. If you are getting out of mind, leave that topic. If you think it's complex. But for those who have studied the SQL in beginning also, in joins concept also, to avoid the column ambiguity error, it will check till the end. So ename column is there, got it. So it will check till the again. Salary column, no. No. It will check till the end whether the another ename column is there or not. So ename column it got. So at the our final output will look like this. Our final output will look like ename Akash, Ram, Sita, Rahul. So this is the final output. Our final output will look like this. I hope you have got it. Is the board visible? Okay, board is visible, no worries. Okay, I have got an idea, sir, how to get the column. If I want to display the entire column, I will use asterisk. If I want to display a particular column, I will write the column name. But sir, if I want to display multiple columns, I don't want to display the single column only. So let's say names, comma, salary of employee. I want to display the name and salary also. Do one thing, only small change, add a comma here and add the salary column. Okay, salary column is named as sal. So you will write the sal. If you want to add more column, you can write department number also. If I want to display department number also, but it's not asking the question. Just use the comma and add the column name in the select clause. Okay. Suppose Rahul has done lot of hard work and company decided to give an increment of few rupees, few dollars, and updated to 7k, 7,000 salary. Okay. And it's a reality of corporate. You will work hard, you will get responsibility as or promotion, but you will not get money. If you get money also, few amount, not much. Don't expect also initially. You are getting a place to learn, that means you are lucky. Right equality, display distinct or leave it, unique salaries. Simple words. Unique salaries means what, sir? Means I want to see what are the unique salaries are there in the employee table. Okay, unique salaries means different salaries. No repetition should be there. Here repetition is there. 7,000 is repeated. I want to avoid the repetition. Okay. So yeah, I will use here the word concept called distinct. Okay. So query will be like select distinct sal from EMP. Okay. This is a simple query we will write. Select distinct sal from EMP. What is the order of execution? First from clause execute. Go to the database, search for employee table and put the employee table under execution. After that select clause will do, it will check the salary column. So what it is happening internally, okay. So salary column will be there. In salary column they first entry 5,000. 5,000 is the first salary. So no repetition is there. Now when looking at the second salary 7,000, it will check is 7,000 repeated or not. 7,000 not repeated. So this is also be accepted. After the 6.5,000, 6.5k. Is the above two salaries are equal to 6.5k? No. So 6.5k is also there. Now 7k. 7k is repeated if you check the above three salaries. So 7k will not be there. So this is the final answer you will look like. It will. So here distinct sal will be mentioned or sometimes salary will be there. But distinct sal column name will be there. Distinct I don't think will be there. Let's check in the execution part. But output will look like this. 5,000, 7,000, 600. Sir, but then what is the difference between unique and distinct? Here also repetition is avoided. Unique also is avoiding repetition. I will tell you. No worries. See, before that, suppose I want to remove the department number also. Can I add multiple columns in the distinct? Yes, we can add. Just put the comma. Department number. Okay. So what it will check? It will remove the combination of duplicates. If you are giving multiple columns, it will remove the combination of duplicates. Suppose it will output will look like sal department number. Okay. So 5k 10. Okay. So in the second record we will check. In the first record 5k 10 is there. Next record is 7k 20. It will check 7k 20 is repeated or not. Okay. 7k 20 is not repeated, so it will there as it is. Now third 6.5k 30. 6.5k is there in the first two records? No. So it will there 6.5k 30. And now again 7k and 20. 7k 20 is repeated above. So it will not be accepted. But suppose if I change department number to 30. Okay. 7k 30 is there in the about 3 records? No. Dicto is there? No. Records are duplicated. Records means row are duplicated, not values. So it 7k 30 will be accepted. Okay. This is how distinct will work. Distinct will remove the combination of duplicates. If you are not understanding that, then see it. Where dicto records are there or not. Here 7k 20. Here also 7k 20. Dicto records are there. So one duplicate will be removed. Okay. If one also is changed, let's say here 6k is there and 20 is there. Is dicto is there? Full record? No. Dicto is not there. So it will be accepted. Okay. So before starting the difference between distinct and unique, let's check the characteristics of distinct. Okay. So distinct is used to remove the duplicates at time of displaying. Okay. So characteristics of distinct are: it should be first argument. Argument means what? Not fighting argument. In functions or in clauses, the input which we are giving, that is called as argument. Okay. It should be the first argument in select clause. Okay. Second, we can pass multiple column name. It will remove combination of duplicates. Okay, if you are passing multiple column, it will remove the combination of duplicates. I hope you have got it. Sir, you didn't tell about the difference between unique and distinct. Okay, so difference is unique is a constant, distinct is a clause. See, what was the role of unique? Unique, it avoid duplicate entry at time of data insertion. Okay, suppose a person is entering the Aadhaar card number details of an employee. Okay, duplicate same Aadhaar number entry will not be allowed to avoid the error. Okay, to avoid the mistakes. For that, unique constant is applied. Distinct is a clause, not a constant. Why distinct is applied? At time of display, at time of resultant table. Okay, at time of display, I don't want the duplicates. Means at the final output when I am seeing, I don't want to see the duplicates. For that, we will use a distinct. Okay. So in the syntax, what we have seen? What was the syntax? Select, asterisk, or distinct, or column name, or expression, alias from table name. This was the syntax. What we have seen here, asterisk we have seen about distinct, we have seen how to use the column names, expression also we have seen. No, expression and alias are left. Okay, these two are left. After that, we will start practicing the queries. Suppose Diwali is came. I want to give I am a CEO of the company. I want to give 500 rupees bonus to every employee. Okay, and want to see the updated salary. Okay, so here expression, a new concept is there. Expression. What is expression? A statement which gives some result. Okay, suppose I am entering 5 plus. Will I get any output? No. If I write 5 plus 2 equal to, I will get any output? Yes, 7. So similarly, we will see some expressions. Let's say if I give write a query to display updated salary. I want to just display the updated salary. I don't want to update the salary. Each employee, let's say 1k bonus. Okay, each employee $1,000 bonus I want to give. So what I will do here, simple query, select, means 1k bonus means what? I want to increase the salary of each employee by 1,000. So I will write the salary column sal plus 1k from EMP. Don't write 1k. Okay, in the query you have to write 1,000. Compiler will not understand 1k. K I am writing for in short because to reduce the space. Okay, you have to write like this, sal plus 1,000 from EMP. I don't know, some intelligent kids will write 1k only. So how output will look like? Output will look like this, sal plus 1,000. Okay, 5,000 plus 1,000, 6,000, 7,000, 7.5k. Sorry, 7,000 not 8,000. Very good. English also got over. 8k. Wait for a second. One more marker is there. Okay. 8,000, 8,000. Okay. 6,000, 8,000, 7.5,000, 8,000. Okay. This is the final output you will see like this. Okay. This is how we will write the query. Okay, I want to see the updated salary along with all the employee details. Means I want all columns and I want this also. So one change you will do, you will write here emp dot star, table name dot star you will use. Okay, so entire details along with the updated salary you will see. If you write asterisk comma expression, it will throw an error. Okay, to avoid this we will use this syntax, table name dot star. Okay, suppose if I want to display the annual salary I want to display, what you will do? Annual means yearly salary, so monthly salary into 12. Okay, so I will write select employee details comma annual salary. I want to display annual employee details also and annual salary also. So I will write query like this, select table name dot star emp dot star comma sal into 12 from emp. Okay, you will write the query like this, you will get the output. Now suppose if I write quarterly salary means what? 1/4. 1 year is 12 months. So I will have to sal into 12 by 4 you can write, or sal into 3 you can write. You will get the same output. Okay. Suppose you want to increment the salary by 500 or you want to increment the salary by 10%. So 10% increment in salary means what? 100 plus 10 is 110. 110 by 100 is how much? 1.1. So sal into 1.1. Basic max you know. I hope I don't need to teach you max. 10% increment in salary, this type of questions if came, you can easily solve it. Okay. So expression also you got an idea. But suppose I am incrementing the salary by 10%. Okay. 10% means 110. 100 plus 10. 110 by 100 is how much? 1.1%. So sal into 1.1. At time of displaying the data, this column heading look like this, but it not look good. It's mathematical expression. Okay, I want to mention it as updated salary. For this, we need to learn a concept named alias. Okay, sometimes the column name look complex word. Okay, I want to make the third person understandable. Suppose a bit complex word is there for a column name. I want to make it simple. E-name is there. Suppose the person is not able to understand what is e-name. So I want to display as an employee name. Okay. For that we need a concept called alias, means giving the alternate name at time of displaying the result. Okay. So there are 3 ways. Okay. 3 ways are there to give the alias. Best way is the third way according to me, but it's up to you. Okay. So I want to display the annual salary. Annual salary means sal into 12. Okay. So what I will write, select sal into 12 from emp. Okay, I will write the query like this. Okay, so now what it will happen, at time of displaying the output, it will show like this, sal into 12, which is not looking good. So one way of giving alias is use the as keyword. Ink is there or not? Use as keyword. Okay, as and sal you can mention like this. Okay, for single word you can use as keyword, no worries. If you want to use a single word you can use as keyword. After giving the as keyword, just write the alternate name. So our output, in the output column heading will be like and sal. But sir, this is also not looking good. Okay, and I don't want to use the as keyword. If you don't want to use as keyword, just leave a space, only one space. Okay, and you can write like this, annual underscore sal, annual sal. Okay, you can't keep the space. If you use as keyword also, if you don't use as keyword also, no worries, but you can write only single word. Now if you want to add multiple words, use underscore, but it look like file. I don't want to use underscore also, sir. So you can do one thing, leave the space. Third option is use double quotes. Okay, in Alias, if you use double quotes, the words inside the double quotes will be treated as single word. Even if you use underscore also, it will be treated as single word. Okay, so that is the role of Alias. So and the final output it will look like this. If you remove underscore also, annual sal. You can understand annual salary. Okay, that's all about Alias. Now we will practice some queries in the compile Oracle 11G. Then you will get a better clarity. I have just given a theory idea. Okay. Now let's understand how to execute the query. Just see, run SQL command line, open it. Okay. Now we need to connect to the user. So connect to the database. So our user was Scott. We need to work on Scott. You can write using slash, password is tiger in small case, tiger, TIGER. Okay, so it's connected means our user Scott is connected to the database. No worries. Now let's say zoom it. I think it's visible now. Now let's check. First of all, we need to see whether the table is there or not in the database. So we need to write a query, select asterisk from tab. So here you can see the DPT means department table is there, and EMP table, employee table is also there. So DPT and EMP table are present in the database. So I know the query, but I want to know the, let's see if I want to display the ename column. First of all, how to know whether the column name is how many columns are there in the table. One option is use select asterisk from EMP. Another option is use the command DESC table name. Table name is EMP. Okay. Okay, so I got, these are the column names present. How many names are there? MPA number is there, ename is there, job is there, MGR is there, hire date is there, salary is there, commission is there, department number name are there. Okay, so here data types are also mentioned. What are the data types are there? Okay, why this? Leave it. Now I want to display the employee table, so I will write select asterisk from EMP. Okay, why this is coming not in a proper format? So we need to set the dimension. So we will write set pages 100, lines 100. Again we will try to write select asterisk from EMP. Okay, now the table is clearly visible. Okay, I want to display the DPT table also, so I will write select asterisk from DPT. So what was the first query we were seeing in the projection? I want to display the names of employee, so I will write select ename from, what is the table name? EMP. So all the names are there. See, you can see the 14 rows selected. Okay, this is the feedback. The feedback is on by default, that's why I am getting. Okay, now I want to display the name and salary also, so I will write select ename comma sal from EMP. So you can see the name is also there, salary is also there, Smith 800, Allen 1600, Ford 3000 is there, Blake 2850 is there. Okay, now suppose if I see, for double hyphen you should use for writing a comments. Okay, single line comments. Suppose if I give you a question, write a query to display name comma sal comma, no sorry, sal leave it, name comma annual salary of employee. Okay, this is the question. So name is what? Select ename, column is there. Now annual salary means what? Sal multiplied by 12, or yearly salary, from EMP. So you can see sal and sal into 12 is there, but the problem is I don't want to see the sal into 12. I want to give the alias alternate name. So annual salary. So I will write, if you want you can use as keyword or leave one space or use double quotes, and I will write annual salary in double quotes. I will mention annual salary from EMP. Okay, so you can see the name and annual salary as an output, perfect output. I think I need to zoom more. Okay, this is okay. Or one more way of giving alias is use the as keyword. Okay, so do one change. See, in double quotes you can use as keyword also, because what is the role of double quotes? It is the role of double quotes is used to make the multiple word as single word, and as can answer single word. Okay, so always do hit and trial, see whether the syntax is working or not. Okay, as is used for single word, then why it is selecting? Because the role of double quotes is to convert into single word. Suppose you can try again like this, annual salary, instead of just put the underscore, so it is a single word. From EMP. Okay, you can see output like this also. Or suppose I don't want to use as keyword only. Without using as keyword, single space will definitely work. Annual salary from EMP. Okay, this will also work. It's up to you in which way you have to use you should use the alias. Now if I give you a question, one more question, let's say write a query to display employee details with 10% increase in salary. Means I want to display all the columns along with the 10% incremented salary. 10% increase means what? 100 plus 10, 110. So you will write select. If you try to use asterisk comma, it will throw an error. So 10% increase means what? 100 plus 10 is how much? 110. 110 by 100 is what? 1.1. So sal into 1.1 from EMP. Beautiful error is thrown. Okay, now to avoid it, what we have to do? We have to write the query again. Just do one change. Table name dot start, EMP dot star sal into 1.1 from EMP. So all the eight columns are there. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, along with that one more column, incremented salary. Suppose if I say 20% decremented in salary. Okay, 20% salary deducted from every employee, company is in loss. Now in this situation, how will you write the query? Only small change we have to do. 20% decrement, 100 minus 20 is what? How much? 80%. 80%, if you remove the percentage, divided by 100. 80 divided by 100 is what? 0.8. Okay, so then 0.8, sal into 0.8 from EMP. Okay, 800 was the salary, now it is converted into 640. Okay, 5000 was the maximum salary, it is now converted into 4000. You have seen the change, reduction in the salary of every employee. I hope you have got it about idea about expression. Okay, so now if I give you a question, I want to see the distinct job, I want to see the unique jobs. So how will you write? Distinct job from EMP. So only these jobs are there in the employee table: clerk, salesman, president, manager, analyst. Okay, now if you see, the clerk salary was 800 in the first record. Again clerk salary is different. Okay, so no unique thing is there. See where what are the repeated salary? Salesman salaries are repeated. Salesman 1250. Here also salesman 1250. Okay. So let's check about distinct multiple columns. Okay, select distinct. See, after distinct only you can pass the column name. Okay, select distinct job comma sal from EMP. So 12 records are there out of 14. So some records were removed. 1250 was repeated. 1250 salesman was repeated. So one was reduced. What is the one more? One more thing is got reduced. Any unique different salaries are there or what? 1250 1250 is there. Okay, leave it. It's your homework for you. Check it. See here we have about distinct also we have seen about expression also, alias also we have seen. I hope you have understood the concept. If views are more, then definitely I will share the notes. Okay, there I have done lot of hard work for 2 months. I have shared my most questions for practice. Now just to clear the scenes, you will use CL space SCR. Okay, that's all for the day.